Welcome to Building a Powerhouse Brand. I'm Jackie Laws, brand strategist, mentor, designer, author, and founder of brand agency Bailey & Rue. My mission for this podcast is to support other women to build a magnetic personal brand and a business that allows you to have both financial and time freedom. Building your personal brand is not just about those visuals, it's about setting the stage as the real you and a magnet for those dream clients. Join me and my incredible guests as I dive into the strategies, insights, and stories behind building a successful brand. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a marketer, or simply intrigued by brand building, this podcast is your roadmap to success. Tune in each week as I explore branding, innovation, and influence, and join me on this adventure as we unleash the power of personal branding. Visit baileyandrue.com for more insights and follow me on Instagram at baileyandrue. This is Becoming a Powerhouse Brand. Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Becoming a Powerhouse Brand. I have had the most beautiful week, completely switching off, having a bit of a digital detox. We went on a stunning mini cruise in Northern Europe at the beginning of the week. It was just a 3-night cruise as a bit of a taster. Never been on a cruise before, and I've been completely converted. So we went to France and Belgium. It was on a stunning, stunning ship. We had a beautiful family suite for all 5 of us. We had a balcony that went right out onto the back of the boat, so you could see all the water around you. Like, it was just absolutely stunning. And the fact that when you're at sea, you have no signal, no internet, like none of this stuff. Obviously, you could access the Wi-Fi, but I didn't. I chose not to because I just wanted to have this time to be fully present with my family, with the kids, and switch off from everything. So bar the odd story I posted when we were out and about off of the ship, walking around, I did no work, no social media content, like nothing. And it was just so lovely to fully switch off, fully recharge my batteries, and like I said, be fully present. And I just wanted to invite you today to ask you, when was the last time you fully switched off from everything? Or how regularly are you doing this? If it's something you're doing every now and again, how much are you actually putting this into your daily routine to make it a priority? Because when you do things like this and you really focus on you, your energy, raising your vibration, having that time to switch off and re-energize and all of this stuff, this is where the magic can really happen. Because when you are in a state of lack, like you desire more freedom, you're feeling burnt out, you've got multiple clients on, you've got all these projects you need to get done, you've got content that you need to share, you need to record all of this stuff for social media, like all of these things and this to-do list that just feels like it's never ending. It's so easy to look at your daily routine and think, I don't have time to do it. I physically do not have time to do all of these things. I don't have time to go for a walk. I don't have time to go to the gym, or I'm going to cancel that today because actually I can't fit it in. I need to get this work done. And before you know it, you've built a business for yourself that means that you are working way more than you're actually living. And for the majority of us as entrepreneurs, the whole point in starting this business is to be able to not only earn money, but to have the freedom to be able to create a business that works for us, around our family, around our commitments and the things that we want in life. And it's very, very easy that when the things start to take off, or even when they're not working right now, to just put absolutely everything into your business and be working like 24/7. When you go to bed, you can't switch off, you can't go to sleep because your brain is just constantly whirring with all these ideas. Now, I am pretty certain I have ADHD, so I find that my brain is always on the go. Like, I'm always thinking of different ideas, but this is where introducing things like journaling has been a really powerful tool for me, because it means that all those thoughts that are in my head, I'm able to get out on paper. And the act of actually writing really helps you to take that stress and the pressure away so that you're actually able to focus on all of the other things. Like, you're not constantly having those thoughts whirring around in your head. So I want you to think today about your why. Like, what is the whole reason why you're doing what it is that you're doing? Like, what is it that lights you up? So on this cruise, my husband and I, we were just having a conversation about just life. Like, we actually had the time to talk to each other. That wasn't about the kids. It wasn't about work. We weren't just juggling, like passing ships in the house where we're both working all the time. we're actually having deep, meaningful conversations about like life, what we want, like having that freedom. And we were just like kind of having a joke, just saying, can you imagine a life where we literally sold the house, bought a boat, we lived on the sea? Like that sort of thing for us just feels like the sort of freedom that we would love to have, like to go and do things like more holiday experiences, more cruises, like more trips away, like more experiences for the kids, not just us. And I think it's so important to make sure that you do have that time where it doesn't have to be a holiday. Like if you're not in a position to be booking holidays right now, whether it's finances or time or like illness or stuff that's going on in your life right now, there are always things that you can be doing to completely switch off. It could even be you're going to say, right, on this day, we are going to spend the whole day in the garden, or we're going to spend a whole day, we're going to go and visit family, or we're going to go for an amazing walk, we're going to go and do like this, however many K hike, whatever it is that means something to you, that means that you actually get the chance to not only switch off from your business and take that step back, but to actually be fully present and enjoy living, like actually have the act of living life to its fullest, because that's the whole reason why we're doing what it is that we're doing. Like for me, one of my biggest values is freedom. Another big value of mine is family. So when I get to combine the two, have the freedom to experience all these amazing things and the living and be fully present with my family, I am literally like I'm just the bounciest, happiest person in the world. And to be able to now have a business that allows me to work around this kind of lifestyle instead of it being the other way around, which for a long time it was the other way around. I was constantly telling the kids, yeah, in a minute, like I'll come to you in a second, or I was prioritizing all of the client stuff. And don't get me wrong, like my clients are so important to me, and I'm genuinely so passionate about supporting other people with their businesses and helping them with their growth. But the whole reason I have a business for myself is to be able to create the lifestyle that I want. So my family always have to take the priority. Like the freedom that I want has to take the priority, because when I do those things, it means that when I am supporting my clients, I am the best mentor that I can possibly be. Like I'm always putting 110% into creating an amazing service and providing that support that is going to really help them to scale their business and create the life that they also want. Now, if I was constantly just doing the day-to-day stuff, like filling my diary with all the things on my to-do list, constantly at burnout because I've got all of this stuff to juggle, and then I've got to go and pick the kids up from school and take them to their after-school clubs, and then because I haven't had time to work because I've been doing all these things and the washing, and then right, I'm going to work in the evening because that's the only time I can physically work on my business. And oh, the kids are woken up. Now I've got to go and sort them out. And then I'm up at 3 o'clock in the morning, still working, and then up at 6:30 to start the morning routine again. And before you know it, you created a life where you are constantly on the go all the time, never fully recharging your batteries. And it's just exhausting, it's draining, it's not fun, it's not happy. Like for me, it's all about creating a business that makes you happy. So I want to ask you today, what is it that you want from your business? Why have you started this? What is it that you desire most? What transformations you want it to have? And what does your life look like when you've achieved that success? Like what does success look like to you? I really want you to work on this today or like as soon as you can, because this is such a key piece to work on to be able to really create that business that you desire most in your life. Like we all get to choose how we run our business. We all get to choose what hours we work or whether we work at the weekends. Like there's no bad thing about working a weekend or an evening if that works better for you, as long as you are creating the balance that allows you to also live. You're not constantly on the go all day long, every single day of the week. So if you have decided to create a business where you work weekends, maybe weekends are your days that you work, then making sure that you also have time out during the weeks, that you don't work evenings or whatever it is that feels good to you. You get to choose how your working week works for you. You get to choose when you take your days off. You get to choose when you take calls or projects or how many clients you work on in a month. Like you don't want to bombard yourself with so many things all the time. You get to choose what business looks like to you. Nobody else can dictate to you how you can run your business, when you should work, what kind of clients you should work with, what your prices should be, all of these different things. Now, actually making the time to fully switch off and take a step back from your business, a lot of people listening to this, and you might be one of them, maybe you're listening to this thinking, I would love to do that, but I can't. I can't do that because if I'm switching off when I haven't got the clients coming in, I'm going to be missing out on these potential leads that I could be getting, or I'm going to get behind on this project, or I'm going to get behind on that. But the thing is, when you're in that state of overwhelm where you've got so much to do, actually, the very best thing that you could possibly do, not just for you, but for your clients, for your well-being, for the people around you, is to take that time to take a step back and really recharge your batteries. So if it means going for a long walk, if it means going to the gym or reading a book, like prioritizing something for you that is going to make you feel a million times better about yourself, completely readjust how you're feeling about things. And when you then come back to what it is that you have been working on or delivering for your clients or working on your website or whatever it is you're doing right now, it means that you are then in a place of like happiness, that you have had that time to really recharge those batteries and that you're filled with excitement and joy and ambition and energy and all of these things. That means that when you are doing this work for those people or for yourself, the message is going to come across in a totally different way. Like the results that you're going to get is going to be totally different because you're not coming from a point of lack or frustration or feeling fed up or overwhelmed. And the difference is huge. And when I say about taking a step back and taking time out for you, I'm talking it could be 15 minutes. Like you, if you're feeling so overwhelmed right now with all of the stuff you've got to do, you physically do not have the time in your day to take a step back. I challenge you to change that because I know for a fact that you do have time that you could take away, like take a step back and do something for you. It could be you are having a really full-on day because you've got to travel into London or a city or wherever you are, but wherever you're based. Maybe it's for a client thing, maybe it's for work, maybe it's for a meeting. Use that time wisely. If you're in the car driving somewhere, whenever I'm in the car now, I am listening to a podcast or music that makes me feel happy that I can sing along to. Like if the kids are in the car, we sing along to songs together. Like we do these things to make us feel good. I do not watch the news. I don't listen to the news on the radio because listening to that kind of stuff for me personally just makes me feel fed up. Like it's all miserable, boring, not boring, but it's miserable stuff that doesn't light me up. I need to be surrounding myself with people, with sound, with things that are actually going to lift my energy, lift my mood, raise my vibration. That means that I am a happier person to be around for my family, for my friends, for my clients, for me, and everybody. Like it just makes a huge difference. So I would love you to really work on this piece of identifying your why, figuring out what success looks like for you, and taking that time to switch off and recharge. If your dream for this year is to book that dream holiday, what can you do to make that happen? Take some time out each day to journal about what it feels like when you have booked that dream holiday. And then I want you to also think about what offers you need to sell in order to make that a reality. What needs to happen? Do you need to increase your prices? Do you need to launch an exclusive offer to work with you for a higher investment, perhaps, that is a really exclusive thing that's only available for a limited number of people? What could you do that will enable you to book that dream holiday? Because I guarantee every single person listening to this, there is something that you can do today or this week or this month that will enable you to be able to take a huge step in the right direction of being able to do that thing, book that holiday, book that trip that is going to create this feeling of fulfillment and happiness and excitement because it's something that you have done yourself. You are an entrepreneur. You get to decide your next move in your business. You have no boss that is telling you how to run things, how to do things, how to show up, what you should be working on today. You get to decide what feels good to you, what feels aligned to your values, what feels aligned to your mission, the vision that you have for your business, what is going to help you get to that next step that is going to allow you to do things like booking that dream holiday. Because I bet there are a few things that you could be doing right now that are going to help you to get there. And one of those things is actually working on you, who you are, what it is that you want, and identifying that piece of your authentic self, like really knowing who you are and your values and all of these things that mean that your messaging, everything that you're putting out there is aligned to you and unique to you and your own personal mission that you are on as a business owner. This is the work that is going to make you stand out from anybody else in your industry, in your field, doing what it is that you do. So make sure that you are prioritizing your own energy, surrounding yourself with people you love, creating that freedom in your life, making yourself happy. If you are not happy in your business, this is going to come across in your energy. It's going to mean that you're feeling fed up and overwhelmed, and you will not be able to show up in a way that is going to make you magnetic for your dream clients. So prioritizing you, your self-care, your personal development is and should be a number one priority in your business. I hope this has really helped you today. Let me know. Drop me a message on Instagram at Jackie Laws and let me know what takeaways you've had from today's episode. I am so excited to come back with another episode next week, which is going to be all about brand messaging. I have got an incredible guest expert that's coming on to talk to us all about her journey and the importance of getting your brand messaging perfect for your business. I will see you next week on another episode of Becoming a Powerhouse Brand. Thank you for listening to this podcast episode. If you're ready to unlock the secrets of building your own personal brand, head over to my website, baileyandrue.com, where you can grab my free Brand Brilliance Blueprint today. It's your roadmap to success in the world of branding. And hey, let's stay connected beyond the podcast. Follow me on Instagram at baileyandrue for daily inspiration, behind the scenes insights, and exclusive content to fuel your brand journey. See you there.